Coming up on QUTV News this week, all eyes are on the East Coast as residents return home to what is left after Hurricane Florence. Find out how one little girl is making a big impact in her community in the Carolinas.
QU homecoming is in full swing and we have your game day preview ahead. And while the East Coast is still underwater, we'll tell you when the next chance of rain arrives closer to home.
Plus, we'll tell you what QU is doing to keep you safe on campus.
Hello and welcome to QUTV News this week. I'm Adam Meyer.
And I'm Quincy Feeney. We begin with a closer look into the security measures on campus and what it means for you.
If you ever feel like you're being watched, that's because most of the time you are.
QUTV reporter Ashlyn Worley frames up the story for you.
Keeping students safe is a main priority for campus security. Over the summer, QU installed over 30 new security cameras. An international student from Serbia says she never thought twice about walking alone at night back home. And although she feels safe on campus, she thinks cameras can only do so much.
I don't know, security cameras, I don't think that would be such a good idea everywhere. I mean, you can put some, but I don't know if that would actually help for the attack. So I think the best help would be only more security people.
With over 1,000 students, QU has 7 full-time security officers and 2 part-time officers. The director of security says he wants more. He recently hired a new officer and currently has a vacant spot.
So we take the resources that we have and we're very good at scheduling those resources in such a way that we put more resources on duty at the times that is traditionally and historically important times that we have extra coverage.
The Student Success Center is now a key card access only building, and there are a few panic buttons on campus in case of emergencies. But just how effective are these cameras? Cards like this are not the only form of security on campus, like this surveillance camera that's installed in almost every building. QU wants to add more exterior cameras on campus.
And a lot of it has to do with technology and where the wiring is and what is the least expensive way that we can put those camera systems in, because they're not cheap.
Some students have mixed feelings about being constantly monitored.
Benefit in a way that they deter the people who want to come, but I don't think if the students would want that just because of their privacy. So it can go either way, definitely.
12 more cameras are set to be installed campus-wide this semester. Ashlyn Worley, QUTV News, Quincy.
If you ever feel unsafe, you can call security to escort you around campus. And now joining us is the head of security, Sam Lathrop.
Sam.
Thanks for having me, Adam.
Yeah, Sam, thanks for joining us. Could you explain why QU is adding all of the extra security measures on campus?
I think it's just part of our strategy as a university. Every time we build new or every time we refurbish an area, the university always has an eye towards the security part of it. And part of that is cameras and or door access that we're installing. And it does help to enhance. It doesn't replace our own security measures. It doesn't replace a student strategy for safety, but it certainly enhances our safety on campus.
Now, Sam, what would you say to students who don't think the added security will make a difference?
Well, you're always responsible for your own security to start with. I mean, we're here to help, and we do help, but you have to take some responsibility for that yourself. Always aware. If you're aware of your surroundings, you're not going to find yourself in trouble. So take out the earbuds for a little bit and get your nose out of the phone for a little bit and be aware of your surroundings, and you're going to be a long way down the road of enhancing your own safety.
So what do you think the most common mistake students make when it comes to their safety on campus?
I've never investigated a theft from campus where the door has been locked. So if I would have one clue for the students, it's lock your stuff up. Lock your dorm rooms, lock your car. Make sure that you're using the security measures that are immediately available to you.
Sam, thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Now, if you have any more questions or concerns, contact security or stop by their office in Friars Hall.
Campus security is a main concern surrounding the recent murders of 2 college students. A man has been charged with the murder of an Iowa State University golfer. 22-year-old Colin Daniel Richards appeared in court Tuesday. Richards has been charged with first-degree murder of Celia Barquin Orozamina. Her body was found Monday at Coldwater Golf Links in Ames, Iowa. She had been stabbed several times in the upper torso, head, and neck. ISU students have growing concerns after the recent deaths of two college students, Molly Tippett and Nauri Zamina.
I think it's horrible. We were all shocked. I found out about it actually just last night, but it's really sad.
It's kind of hard to believe. After Molly Tippett's, no one really thought that could happen in Iowa. Not that it couldn't, it didn't. It definitely makes us a lot more wary about our surroundings, a little bit more paranoid, especially as women and students on campus.
12 champion and Iowa State Female Athlete of the Year.
Coming up, college students are busy, but after the break, we'll show you how to stay connected on and off campus.
And we'll tell you which social media site is facing a discrimination lawsuit and why. Stay tuned.
Took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change.
He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Idle hands. They say they're the devil's workshop. Easy targets. Quick to kill time. Idle hands something to do, a place to go, a purpose, and they're capable of amazing things.
Attention iPhone users, Apple rolled out a new operating system Monday. It's called iOS 12. The updated came out before the launch of Apple's new iPhone XS. It's compatible with mobile generations as old as the 5S. New features include a screen time counter, personalized emojis, an app for physical measurements, and an updated Siri. So if you haven't noticed all the activity on QUTV's social media platforms, well, we've got you covered.
Joining us now for the Social Media Minute is QUTV's own Madison Badgley.
Thank you for having me. Keeping you up to date is my #1 job. This year, our goal is to reach over 2,000 likes on our QUTV page. But we need your help. Facebook is currently sitting in first place with around 850 likes. QUTV has over 200 followers on Instagram and Twitter, but less than 60 followers on our sports Twitter page. You can help us by reaching all our likes and our goals by following us on all our platforms and staying up to date on and off campus. As you know, homecoming week is almost over. Don't miss out on the annual balloon glow on Friars Field tonight. We want to see your photos. Post your favorite ones from all the events on all our social media platforms and tag us. Then tune in next week to see if your picture is featured on our show. And we want to encourage you to send story ideas to QUTV, and you can email us tips@qumedia.edu.
Well, thanks for joining us, Madison. Remember to like and follow all of our platforms to stay up to date.
Speaking of social media, Facebook is being accused of allowing employers to discriminate with job ads. This new complaint is filled in part by the American Civil Liberties Union on behalf of 3 women seeking jobs. This complaint specifically alleges 10 employers targeting their ads exclusively to men. That means women did not receive the ads. Now the ACLU claims Facebook allowed the practice. Under federal law, ads cannot be targeted to exclude job seekers based on gender, race, or age.
Well, while the worst of Hurricane Florence is over, the Carolinas still have a long road to recovery. Listen to what Hurricane Florence had to say.
To all those impacted by this terrible storm, our entire American family is with you and ready to help.
Find out how one little girl has a big heart trying to help survivors. Now she needs your support. Details next.
An oncologist is a cancer doctor. An MRI is a magnetic resonance imaging. Neuroblastoma is a cancer that mostly affects kids.
Do the kids in your grade know these words?
Probably not.
Why do you?
I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, but I don't have cancer anymore, and so...
Wait a minute, are you cancer-free?
Yeah.
Serving the nation's poor and vulnerable regardless of faith, and advocating on their behalf, we are Catholic Charities.
A 4-year-old Chicago girl named Florence is trying to help victims of Hurricane Florence. Young Florence Wazinski, also known as Flo, has been hearing her name over and over for the last week. Now, that's of course because of Hurricane Florence. Now the storm has weakened to a tropical depression, but it's still causing flooding on the East Coast. Thousands are in need. Now, with 4-year-old Flo, their parents started a donation for storm victims.
Because I think it's right to help people. Please help all Hurricane Florence victims.
The family says they have collected $100 worth of donations, and if you'd like to donate to Hurricane Florence Relief Fund, visit redcross.org.
Well, that's such a sweet story because Hurricane Florence really hit the Carolinas hard last week.
And while the worst of the storm may be over, there's a road of repairing just to begin.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and now joining us is Abigail Moore with the weather.
Yep, that's right. We are going to take a look at the damage on the screen right now. Brian Lindsay shot this drone video of a flooded section of I-95 in Lumberton, North Carolina. Lindsay says this major interstate is flooded for 3 miles. He shot this video around 9 a.m. on Monday. It is devastating to see the remnants of Hurricane Florence firsthand. But now, turning closer to home, let's take a look at what's in store for the tri-state area. We are taking a look at our high temperatures right now. We have a sunny Saturday coming up and our 7-day outlook. Right now it is 93 degrees, but it feels like 102 degrees outside right now, and that is high, especially for late September. Humidity is at 55%, wind at 11 miles an hour south-southwest. Quincy and the rest of the tri-state area, except for Chicago, all in the low 90s. Chicago is sitting at an 83 degrees right now. Very low for what's been going on recently. I'd sure like to be in Chicago right now. You can see we have a rain front coming in from the west, coming into the east right here. It has not yet hit Illinois yet. We are going to be seeing some remnants of that in the next couple of days, but not, we'll be seeing it next week, but not within the next couple of days. So you can see it's coming in from Denver, slowly making its way to our area, but you're going to be seeing it more in the north than anything else. Our day planner, so for tonight we have our balloon glow and also the parade. So if you're involved in that, you're going to be seeing a drop in temperatures. 5 p.m. is going to be 91 degrees, starting then going to 89 and then 86. So that is a 5 degrees drop within the next couple of hours. So if you're going to be in that parade or the balloon glow, then you'll be seeing some cooler temperatures, not too cooler as it does feel like 102 degrees outside right now, but it'll be a little bit of a difference for you later on. Our 3-day forecast. Thursday today is clear skies, clear sunny skies. Friday we're going to be seeing partly cloudy skies, not seeing some of that rain just yet. Saturday, clear skies. So this weekend is great for your homecoming weekend. You can plan whatever you'd like outside. High today is 93 as it is currently. Saturday you're going to be looking at 74 degrees as your high, and it's the perfect weather for what we have going on here. For Sunday, 78 degrees, clear skies. We're going to be seeing clear skies for the rest of the next couple days. Monday, partly cloudy, but as we know, that could change. The only sign of rain we see is on Tuesday. Thunderstorms, a high of 74, but then Wednesday, right back to clear skies.
All right, thanks, Abigail.
Coming up in sports, homecoming is happening, well, right now. Figure out what you can find out next for the big game this Saturday.
And which NBA player is donating money to hurricane relief? We'll tell you who when we come back.
It isn't a building. It isn't an arena or field. It isn't a classroom. It's a friendship. It's the bonds you form. It's an opportunity. It's the experience. It's a cute thing. Schedule your visit today.
Nearly 3 million Americans served in Vietnam, and more than 58,000 have their names inscribed on the wall, those that pay the ultimate price in service to America. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund, the organization that built the wall, works to ensure the legacies of those who sacrificed all for our country are never forgotten. I'm asking you to help keep the promise the wall was built on. Never forget. Visit vvmf.org to find out how you can get involved.
Every year, 30,000 elephants are killed by poachers. 8 million tons of plastic is dumped into the ocean, and 18 million acres of forest disappear. And with them, many of the remarkable animals that share our planet. These animals need our help. Their very survival depends on our ability to protect them. Zoos and aquariums are in the front lines of wildlife conservation and inspire environmental stewardship amongst the millions of families that visit every year. And know that zoos and aquariums that have earned the Humane Certified Seal of Approval from American Humane will not give up until every species has a fighting chance for survival. Find out more and help protect and preserve the amazing creatures that share our world.
People all across the nation are doing what they can to help victims of Hurricane Florence.
And we just learned the chairman of the Charlotte Hornets NBA team donated $2 million to the hurricane relief.
That's right, Quincy. Michael Jordan's donations are going to the American Red Cross and other foundations to help those affected. But turning closer to the home turf, the women's soccer team played GLVC matchup Rockhurst last Friday. Senior Abby Pullum gave the Hawks an early lead with a goal from 12 yards out. Rockhurst quickly tied up and continued attacking the goal late in the game to secure the 3-1 win over the Hawks. The Hawks were back in action on Sunday with Missouri S&T. Hawks led possession for most of the first half, and a goal from senior Cassidy Foley was unmatchable for the Miners. Freshman goalkeeper Emily Autry picked up her third shutout as the Hawks defeated the Miners 1-0 for their first GLVC win of the season. The team is 3-3 overall and 1-1 in the GLVC play. The men's soccer team also traveled to Rockhurst. Rockhurst started the game off with a goal to take an early lead. Aubrey Reese found the back of the net 5 minutes later to tie up the score. Reese pushed the Hawks to the lead 2-1 after burying a penalty kick into the net. Rockhurst tied the score once more to take the game into overtime. Neither team scored, so the game ended with a 2-2 draw. Men's soccer showed no mercy last Sunday, hosting Missouri S&T. The Hawks' offense was relentless in their 5-1 win over the Miners. Cousins Aubrey and Cooper Reese both scored the goals for the Hawks, along with a goal from Hayden Tucker. Aubrey Reese earned GLVC Player of the Week Sunday night after his efforts. Women's volleyball team fell to Truman State University in 3 sets last Saturday afternoon. The Hawks had a slow start in the first, but then turned the intensity up second and third. The Bulldogs topped that intensity, pulled ahead, and defeated the Hawks 3-0. Stephanie Mazier led the team with 11 kills and 11 digs, while Sarah Blair added 21 digs. The QU football team faced University of St. Louis St. Francis last Saturday. St. Francis jumped ahead early and kept the Hawks offense at bay in their 41-26 win over the Hawks. Tyrone Harris totaled 64 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, while Cody Leonard led the team with 11 total tackles, while Sam Mott closely followed with 9. Men's and women's soccer hosts Lewis University Friday the 21st, while women's volleyball travels to Bellarmine. Women's volleyball is back in action on Saturday the 22nd at University of Southern Indiana. Football is home once more for the weekend with their 2018 homecoming game. The lot opens at 8 a.m. for tailgates, and there's also a competition for the best-looking tailgate. The football team faces Davenport University at the Rock at noon. Tune into GLVC Sports Network to watch the QU game day kickoff. And that's a wrap for sports.
Well, it sounds like we have a busy weekend here on campus with homecoming, and especially Saturday with the homecoming tailgate and the football game.
Right, yeah, and it's going to be really great weather for us to get out there. It's not going to be too hot, not too cold. It's just going to be perfect weather for that.
I agree. It'll be perfect. Well, thanks for joining us, Taylor. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
After the break, find out what city in Illinois is the first to open a store that offers you a unique shopping experience.
So don't go away.
Because there's still time to get the affordable quality education you really want at Quincy University. Choose from more than 40 different majors, and 98% of our students get financial aid. Plus, great academic scholarships are available. Apply online for free at quincy.edu.
Or call me. It's not too late to get an affordable, quality education close to home.
Come explore Quincy University.
Every year, tens of thousands of young people experience homelessness. If you or someone you know needs help, 1-800-RUNAWAY can provide support and connect you to the right resources. Together, we can end youth homelessness.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude nos ha dado todo. Nos está dando la salud de nuestra princesa. Y sin pagar nada.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you.
We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
Chicago's first Amazon Go store opened on Monday. The automated cashierless store is the first to open outside of the company's headquarters in Seattle. So, how does it work? Well, shoppers can scan the Amazon Go app for entry, grab the items that they want, and then walk out. Your purchases are deducted right off of your credit card, and an instant receipt is sent to your phone. The store offers a variety of fresh food options, ranging from a quick snack to complete meal kits. The Amazon Go store is designed using machine learning, and cameras in the ceiling detect what items customers take off and return to the shelves.
Well, it looks like I'll be making my trip to Chicago real soon.
Yeah. I wonder if this is going to be the new way that shopping is going to occur.
Yeah. We'll just have to see. And that's all that we have time for now. Thank you for joining us on QUTV News this week. For Taylor and Abigail, I'm Quincy Feeney.
And I'm Adam Meyer. Now be sure to follow us on social media and tune in next Thursday to see the highlights from Homecoming Week. Have a great day.